A video is always better with wine. This is going to be a little bit of a repeat for those that have actually read my first ever Appalachian Trials blog entry. So this is going to be about foot care and the importance of foot care. Foot care. One of the most important things to remember is that when you go on a hike, especially a long distance one, your feet are really going to take a beating. You know, there are some people that made it through without any foot problems at all, and that totally happens. Not to me. No rain, no pain, no Maine. That's a really true statement. It's pretty true to say that you're probably going to end up hurting yourself or being slightly uncomfortable in one way or another. For me, it was mostly my feet. I had a lot of foot issues. Yeah, gross, huh? Really gross. Yeah, gross. You kind of find what works for you, and it's not the same for anyone. I cannot stress that enough. It seems like, you know, everybody is offering advice, and when it comes down to it, trust yourself, okay? And you're probably going to experience a lot of trial and error on your thru hike. You never know what's going to work for you. What I say was the best thing for me might not be the best thing for you. Without further ado, one of the tips, and I have 5 of them. Stop and enjoy the beauty. No, just kidding. There's so much to see. And if you are too busy rushing from shelter A to shelter B, you know, or to get into town, sometimes you're going to kind of overdo it with your feet. And for me, part of my problem was that I was trying to go way too fast and not taking time to actually rest my feet. So, you know, the second you see a beautiful vista, it is a perfect time, perfect, to sit and just take your shoes off, take your socks off, air those puppies out, enjoy the view, have a snack, let your feet dry, and then start up again because they're sweating non-stop unless you're going barefoot. Ouch. Seriously. It's also a part of the experience to stop and enjoy things, and I think that, you know, if you do that, you'll find intermittently that maybe if you're having foot trouble, it'll start to go away. 2, think of a 0 day as your savior. That is a really good time to rest, and I don't mean walk around town and see what's there. I mean, like, legitimately rest. Even if you do it on the trail, okay? Even if you take a 0 day on the trail, rest. Rest. Your feet are literally walking 2,000 miles. It's a lot of miles. Foot rest, super important. Body rest, super important. Do it for reals. So the other thing is find your fit. Hold on. I started the trail actually in boots, hiking boots. I had done a lot of hiking in the White Mountains in New Hampshire, and it just totally seemed to make sense. Boots it was. One of the basic things they say, don't start immediately with new footwear. It'll hurt. I had these, which, believe it or not, I actually wear around now. These are my normal shoes just because they're comfortable, but they did not do so well on the trail. About 100 miles in, I stopped in Franklin, North Carolina, at this really great outfitter. I should tell you what that outfitter is. That outfitter is Outdoor 76. They saw this shoe, and they saw my foot, which I'm not going to pull up again, and they said, this is way too wide for your foot. So believe it or not, your feet actually, need to fit in a shoe like a glove. And for men, your foot size matters. Just glove, men, feet. Never mind, kids. So anyway, this really didn't work for me at all. I had so many blisters on the sides, all over the place. In the back, I started getting them in the back. But these are great shoes now for me to like just wear around, but they're not so great over long distances. Couple that with the fact that I had a lot of weight on my back because I was crazy and thought that 60 plus pounds was appropriate. Yeah. I ended up going to a shoe which I don't have anymore because it wore out pretty quickly. And that was, at the time, Montrails. And later on, I lost one trying to aquablaze in a river. Fully inspired by like the woman on the trail, Jennifer Farr Davis, I decided that I needed the Salomon Synapse. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts. Salomon Synapse. I really loved this shoe. Like it felt good. I kind of, I moved really quickly with it. Obviously I still have it, so it wasn't totally beaten up. But when I had this shoe, water got into it a lot. I did end up finishing with these shoes, but I ended up getting trench foot, which is not something you want ever. It's really kind of like one of the worst things that you could ever possibly imagine. Really what it came down to was the rain. A big problem because it was 6 days straight of rain, and at that point there's really not much you can do. Maybe take a zero. Maybe that might be a good time to just chill out in a hotel room. Just spitballing. What I hike with now is really different. A good friend on the trail that I hiked with for a while, Skinny Rambo, got these, and this is what I hike with now. These are Merrell Barefoots. I thought that it might be weird, but they're actually probably one of the best shoes that I've ever had, other than the fact that it really smells bad. Merrell is really good when it comes to thru hikers and replacing shoes. They pretty much have a lifetime guarantee, which is awesome. So anyway, it's about finding your fit, okay? What works for me may not work for you. You really kind of have to do trial by fire thing. And know that if you are going to get trail runners, they're going to probably die after 500 miles. It's just what's going to happen. So over the course of the trail, you'll probably have 4 different sets of shoes like I did. So that brings me to, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, talking about weight. Hang on. Can't carry this on the trail. It's really heavy. Wine, like really heavy. Not in a glass, obviously. What you carry on your back does totally affect your feet, okay? If you're having a lot of excess weight, then your feet are going to feel it, and it may result in blisters. It may result in, other things that I can't pronounce. Plantar fasciitis, or commonly known as jogger's heel. Who knew? I don't know. There's so many things that could happen to your feet if you aren't careful, and one of the things definitely is the weight. Don't carry more than you absolutely 100% need to carry. It's not worth it, guys. Not worth it. And number 5, and that would be trial and error, okay? You're going to get a ton of advice, but you need to figure out what works best for you. I tried lots of different things and I still had feet problems. That was like my particular curse. But you may be just fine. But if you do have problems, remember, trench foot is serious, and good luck. I don't know. I need more wine. Please do check out Backcountry Ninjas, okay, for your cool trail t-shirt. My phone just went off. And check out hardwayhomefilm.com. Hopefully soon we'll be having more screenings for you.